Hey guys, we just came back from watching Avengers Infinity War in the theaters. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm still processing the movie. All in all, it has a 9.2 here already on IMDb, but I guess I give it around that. I'm probably a 9.5. Just there's a few things that could have been better with the movie, but definitely a 9.5. The only little nitpicks I would have had is that maybe a little better Stan Lee cameo. I would have liked to have seen Stan Lee interact a bit more with his characters that he's created than the way he did. But I mean, this I'm surprised. It's really interesting because this movie, it was just a great movie. I mean, it's just a non-stop action thrill ride. You literally go within the first minute, you pick right up right after. I'm not gonna say which movie to spoil how it goes or anything to give you any idea, but it picks up right where we left off with certain characters, and you go right into the story, and it's just a non-stop, just fast paced, just boom, 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 boom. You're just going fast paced, and it's interesting with this movie. I know they originally had this plan to be, Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and Avengers Infinity War Part 2, and that was going to be the way. And then Justice League didn't cancel that idea. No, it's just going to be Justice League. So now we have Avengers Infinity War, and then we're going to have something else afterwards. I'm really excited to see what the possible title it could be for Avengers Infinity War, and I'm also excited to see how S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to connect to this, although since the original date was supposed to be May 4th, it might not be tomorrow's episode of S.H.I.E.L.D. that might connect to this. We might have to wait till the next week's episode, so I really hope that there's going to be a really big connection on S.H.I.E.L.D. for this. This is really interesting, but all in all, this movie, if you're any much of a fan of the MCU, you're going to like this. This was just a great movie. It does feel like you need to have watched some of this stuff. Obviously, if this is the first Avengers, first Marvel movie you're ever watching, then it might not be for you just because you don't feel for the characters. It really much feels like either a season or a mid-season final to a show. Maybe even a mid-season final where stakes are high, but you still have the next one coming. You know that there's another one coming back, type thing. I acquainted. I guess again. No, I'm not gonna say. I was gonna acquaint it to a certain mid-season episode from a certain show, but I think if I did that, it would give away too much of the storyline. But it does feel like a mid-season, ending or a season final type thing, with the ending. And I've heard. I try not to spoil this to give you any ideas, but it is just a great thrill ride throughout. It is quite interesting to see, seeing the different the emotional roller coaster you go through when certain things happen, the inevitable happens. You felt for everything. By far is Thanos the most fleshed out villain in the MCU. I mean, the only character who's probably more fleshed out than that in the MCU would probably be someone like Kilgrave, or Wilson Fisk, and they've had like 2 seasons of shows. Wilson Fisk not so much till 2 seasons, but Kilgrave has had a lot of developing throughout his more hours, more screen time than just 2 hours and 30 minutes. So even him, I would almost equate Thanos' backstory almost as equal to Wilson Fisk in Daredevil. Like, there is they dive deep into his storyline almost as much, maybe a little bit more detailed in Daredevil, but you feel for the character just as much as you do Wilson Fisk after 13 episodes than as Thanos in these 13 hours. Like, everything is and they're predicting for characters like I guess it's not a spoiler that what's his face is in it there. Can't think of his name, but Peter Dinklage, the rumored character who he was rumored for, not at all who he plays. I never saw that coming as who he would play. all these different stuff, and the obvious things, the things you think, oh, this is going to happen because we know about this, and it doesn't happen. The complete opposite of what I thought was going to happen ends up happening. I'm lost for words. Maybe it's also because I'm tired. I've been up I was up like since 6, but whatever. Getting back to this movie, the one thing I would have seen here, the one thing I would have liked to have seen is some explanation to some certain characters, as to there's not a lot of Hulk, in some of the clips from the trailer, it almost looks like it was CGI'd and faked, actually, to spoil it. So maybe I need to go and see things, again, because there are certain clips from the trailers that I was like, that was not even in here. Obviously, things changed. They released the first original trailer. It's not going to be the same as stuff. A lot of the lines that were in the trailer, are set in a different, complete tone than they are in the trailer. The trailer, it was said one way, and in the movie, it's said with another different tone, giving a complete different effect type thing. And they do that all the time. It's easy to get the actor just to voice over for the trailer, right? Make it flow for the trailer rather than the way it's set for the movie, right? It's totally different. But I mean, there's all kinds of shots and stuff. Some shots from the trailer, at least one big one that I don't remember seeing in the movie. So maybe I will definitely already have my tickets to go see it again on Saturday. It's currently Thursday, so I'll definitely be checking that out. Definitely excited to see how that will continue on, and see what else I'll be picking up for the next episode. So in this video, I'm going to keep this video being the non-spoiler review. I'm going to keep it at that. Definitely, you need to run to the theaters and watch this. It's a must-see thing. It's, if I'm not mistaken, Box Office Mojo, it's already said that it's already made $39 million. That's, wow. That's a lot for like just Thursday, or not even Thursday yet. So that'd be cool to check that out. And what I'll try and do is, as I go see this movie multiple times over the weekend, I will be reviewing it after each time, seeing what I picked up each time. Then at the end, I'll bulk it up to all my reviews in one video type thing as I watch it after different viewings of Avengers Infinity War. So in this one, I'm going to keep it spoiler free, and maybe I'll put some spoilers in the next episode, in the next video. Maybe with some sort of, if you have any ideas how you want me to do the spoilers to avoid spoilers, maybe I'll put a spoiler tag in the video, warning type thing, but we'll have to wait and see where things go from here. But I cannot wait for Avengers for this time next year. I almost would say that I'm so excited for that movie after watching this, and this huge cliffhanger at the end of this, and the hidden scene. Oh my god, the hidden scene was amazing. Is that the one thing I would love to see is be like, if there's an option of like going to sleep and waking up a year and using a year, but waking up to watch the Avengers 4, going to like sleeping the whole time for a whole year. I would say that would be an awesome idea if it wasn't for the fact that, on the other hand, the other option is waiting a year and spending a year rewatching this movie and that gets me a little bit more excited than just instantly watching the next movie type thing and skipping a year or fast forwarding to that. The idea of watching this movie over and over and over again until the next one for a complete year, it gets me so excited to do that. So, yeah, it's a great movie. I can't wait to see where things go. Like I said, the emotional stuff hits you really well, especially if you've been watching these movies. You feel for them. For me, it's feel like I've been watching a TV show. So, once you're into season 6 or 7, you've gone so far with these characters that no matter what, it's very easy for them to make you feel for these characters. So these characters, we've been watching them for so many movies and stuff, that there's, for so long, that it's too easy to make you feel for these characters because they've been fleshed out for so long. You've been going through for so long. It's been 10 years that we've been going with them. So that'll definitely be interesting to see how things go with that, how they play with that, and what it would be like for someone who's just getting into this in the first time. But yeah, this movie is great. It's amazing. Like I said, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. The only reason to give it a 9.5 and not a 10 is because Stan's cameo could have been better, a little bit more Hulk, and that's about it, type of thing. Other than that, I cannot wait. And I guess it's not a spoiler to say there's no TV characters in this movie. That is another reason why it's not a 10. It's because there are no TV characters in this movie whatsoever. But there still is a possibility for Avengers 4 could have those characters. We'll have to wait and see, though, where things go from here. So all in all, I also can't wait to see how now we get Ant-Man and the Wasp coming out, and then we get Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, obviously, the flashback type thing, but Ant-Man and the Wasp, I can't wait to see how that, going into that, how things are going to play around from here. So let me know what you think, guys. If you've seen the movie, in the comments below, what do you think? Try not to put any spoilers, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.